I know so bomb Kennedy Agyapong should be the flag bearer for the New Patriotic Party, whereby they can wrestle power with the NDC and capture the votes for the New Patriotic Party. Compare more coins one would TD. I was a more Mutosoni and Nijibi said, I said the face, the road is clear.
I bet
yes.
Yeah, he's part of the campaign.
Also, he said he's a strong connected person. Open it what bre when people, especially in this Fourth Republic. If you look at the ending part of Akufo, that young man is part. What bre papa, do you know why? He gave his support to Kennedy Agyapong prior to the 2024 election. Look at the internal premise of the NPP. Open it was too courageous and bold to come out and say so more than the support of Kennedy Agyapong. Sabrantian. On one constituency, and now I Bamia, and Kodruya, a by Fakabo Katsia and Bamia Katsia say on your microphone, no declaration say or any support more. He believes in the masses. That do more to about Kwasi senior high school won't be that they are sentimental to more. Any MPP paying for have to bring military presence just to suppress and intimidate people. That analogy, I don't take it. Oh, Obiko 2, Obiko 3. So in me says any papa you have to give the person an opportunity to know. Totally disagree. A laughable, it doesn't follow any research, it doesn't have any data. Sasano more Canada. They have not been fair to Adubuai. Because Adubuai in 1992 went for the internal premise and he won. JJ, my friends, JJ could form Dr. Salbimo, a whole host of people in a contest here. But Adubuai won the election. Or winning, you know. If you look at the general elections, the New Patriotic Party didn't win. If J.A. Kufuor was able to do it in 1992-96, whereby in 92 D10, then 96 would be first. Candidate be away in the piano. You can wrestle power against anyone and win election if you have the right materials and you print the right message. But now the damn Akufo, they should go and check the performance rate of Akufo in the 2008 elections. If you look at Akufo, the second round, he lost by just 30,000. And one of my catches security break in 2008 to Abanami. If you look at the New Patriotic Party ahead of the 2024 election, they didn't listen to Ghanaians. See a society, a group, intellectuals and elites, technocrats, technical people can say so we have given our support to one. Now, if you look at the NPP internal primaries of Mukoya, there are a host of people. And more people have a certain kind of confidence within, faith within, is the man called Kennedy Agyapong.
Abusuafo na hwefo ya mamu nyina makwa ba ha say eye solid TV midin e de shaibu la sisi jebre na enkomo e wo ho e be se enna kakrani a ye ne Hon Kennedy Agyapong free say the unity tour no ama mo adabia mo hwe na mo miss the face of shaibu la sisi me ne Franko the hater ene nyame ncha de ya ba ye ba be ye the post mortuary of Hon Kennedy Agyapong in the unity tour no so far ya ye 4 regions and ya we 4 regions you know aka 12 regions a ye ne kwa kuku na enkomo ba ko so e be hwe say the New Patriotic Party so actual krata e de akokoma NS Owusu Bempa say omo refer to the National Council bonebe and waye ye be hwe ne edi unkomo ne ebusa say so bone no ebi so eche bone bia na and after so as MPP amanyoku no ya makwan ma NDC for e wurawura amanyoku mu too much one na the NDC for wurawura amanyoku mu too much no and same way after be kan na no pay wi anwumre ye de ba be so mo me twa mo aba me ba me kwa akoma Franko the hater akwaba Abusuafo na hwefo medical mo akwaba da de mon kan ho na me koma Franko the hater akwa Franko the hater
shaibu la sisi
net say
nyame adom me
e share ache
say wo ye adwuma wo ye adwuma
abusuafo afie
say amanfo so hu de ekoso
me what no mo frɛ da be na no Franko wa betat mo
say wo ye adwuma campaign no say amanfo hu de ekoso what the Kennedy Agyapong or catch delegates no you see first and we hear reporters but this time around no once or no kasa names more can solid for that Roma you are able to get opportunity to listen to what Kennedy Agyapong is telling the people mienu tia etie ade ba ko e discussing nyane say those say we are very objective and sincere no I know so bomb say Kennedy Agyapong should be the flag bearer for the New Patriotic Party whereby they can wrestle power with the NDC and capture the votes for the New Patriotic Party and jiti tum say campaign mo koyini nso an wotidie say I go say ma wa hotoso ne anigye bi say as the face the road is clear
Franko the hater so far no Kennedy why 38 constituency out of 276 so this year aka 238
yeah Then more, you have a lot of areas to capture.
Yeah.
You have a lot of areas to go.
So apart from regions and apart from Western North, Western North 9 constituencies. Half just 6. And a bono 12 constituencies. And a bono East, that is 11 constituencies. And TM say
I'm Kobuna East.
Kobuna East.
Okay, Miss more interest to hunt here.
Okay.
Neither I'm more interest what one say bono region no me interest no wenchi. Bono is me interest no what tibu.
Yeah.
It's as a tibu one papa fi.
Yeah.
Wenchi so one am me fi. Na me hwe video a me hu se bukodu wenchi the reception was overwhelming.
Yeah.
So what me kopie baby a if you look at the New Patriotic Party, where fast we tea party ni fuma ba ku free a, that is busier for you.
Yeah.
And that's the New Patriotic Party, that particular seat, omuntimi enyi sa seat na, it's a problem.
Buzia Bano, and Nana, if I say,
I bet I'm
Yes. Yeah. He's part of the campaign.
Also, he said he's a strong connected person. Upeni pa ba ku a wa bre MPP, especially in this Fourth Republic. If you look at the ending part of Akufo, that young man is part.
Yeah.
Wa bre papa, do you know why?
No.
Bro bre nyina say he gave his support to Kennedy Agyapong prior to the 2024 elections. Look at the internal premise of the NPP. Upeni pa ba ku was too courageous and bold to come out and say so more than the support of Kennedy Agyapong. Sabrantie no. Ono ne constituency. Ena ayi baamia emu kodru ya. Abai fa kabo kache ne baamia kache say onye microphone no declaration say or the support amomo no catch am say dabi he believes in the masses.
Yeah.
What the masses want grassroots ne peno and no be hu adwuma de amomo. And I tell you, they told him say he's going to win the elections and they will see.
Yeah.
Me say that do omo kwato aba wo kwase senior high school. Me hu bi da. That they are sentiment dia tuomo any MPP mpanyimfo that time. If you look at the former attorney general mo Godfrey have to bring military presence. Military just to suppress and intimidate people.
But frankly, why would the MPP in internal contest a bit more sad way by the external contest?
That is a problem. So more the end of what them with you come me from Piabon.
When the peace in a microphone a boom could a part.
I quite different point. And I'm highly disappointed. Me Debbie come say when you from Thomas said that. Do you know why? Quite different point. And no crab ya watina wenchi pen. Bia ni bibi fi wenchi. Na braba wa bo nyina ye takrade. I'm saying this on authority. Na braba wa bo nyina ye takrade. Albert Amiel has lived with you people, stay with you people.
I don't know Buzia Bush you feel. By Buzia na so just a stone throw from by bia ye program.
Me say, Lasisi. Open nipa ba ko a eba divially. Ghana Maritime when NPP was in power. He was able to give a lot of people opportunity to get jobs or mere employment. Is this young Albert Abiel? Asembia make kabia no kubia mi nsuru. Lasisi, if you look at this young guy, Amabuzia ba me say e do babia me raho. You see how the NPP empire for went after this particular man. Ne omakwa ko yi Kwadwo Frimpong. Kwadwo Frimpong yi ba ye NPP gwa na egwo wanchi ho. Na me tese o mo so say o apa chow no ne support
dia ye bia o mo fa nche ne mo party mo wa gugu party ni ma wi.
Lasisi, me say that day o mo to about when me say I was there. I said to myself, said this New Patriotic Party or munye serious, no person ye serious. How they maltreated people, how they created a certain kind of fear and tension. Oh, when she, or moving when you phone catch up, say, I bet I mean in the bubble, in the bubble, your bush for Fabio DVL in Ghana Maritime. Some moon pesa more than a bar. Yeah, any problem. When it gets to the day of the real post, say a car to Abana. Go and look at the gap difference between Kwadwo Frimpong and the current MP for it. We are when chini na MPP na sa wo hemya ma ore ho buzia krom babia buzia fi now won't me grant me nka say this seat belongs to the New Patriotic Party
ka ho de ke hotel me save seat
Lasisi akwa dey say Akufo mo krom na the New Patriotic Party have lost the elections. A serious statement too. It's a serious statement and it tells you say it's a problem jamba for better so kaka onso wait sram
Baka buzia constituency no it should be a safe seat for the New Patriotic
Party. Let's see. Yes, see. Down kwa buzia dombo tradition.
Yes.
NPP first where they pride themselves. So if you look at the NPP, they came for this three cardinal principle. Messi damu kodu when you me kraho.
Na buzia constituency are so green.
Let's see. Messi me raho. Do you know why?
No.
They presented the wrong candidate.
Yes.
NPP form cannot kre. Eba wanchi constituency omo cannot kre ba si. Awreho. Na eya. And if you look at this young man, so Momo Camp there, Jack wenti de mo da mo na. I'm telling you. License.
But Franco, you share from the western north and honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Franco, a bit some more rich ideas. But share honorable see form our campaign. Dr. Bowman so form, we so form. When nama Dr. Bowman message in say and nanado call pensa kufo komprenu and nanado kufo cross and says when you're 39 but only 41 a year. But you honorable Kenna or propose solution to the unemployment rate. Your core beer is or children, they saw that by generating electricity. Farming a bit my your bar bono, your core western north, your core half or can so can you give me the difference between the two?
That analogy, I don't take it. One, Obiko 2, Obiko 3. So it means says any papa then you have to give the person an opportunity to know. Totally disagree. One, a laughable, it doesn't follow any research, it doesn't have any data. Okay. I mean, me say, Sasano more Canada, they have not been fair to Dubai. If they are going by that Tanzania analogy, they have not been fair to Dubai. Because Dubai in 1992 won for the internal premise and he won.
Yeah.
my friends, JJ could form Dr. Selbimo, a whole host of people in a contest here, but Dubai won the elections. Or winning, if you look at the general elections, the new Patriotic Party didn't win.
Yeah.
Among winning. Now, if you look at 1996, prior to 1996, now 4 months elections. And the MPP for internal election. And J.A. Kufuor won the elections. Me say, if J.A. Kufuor was able to do it in 1992-96, whereby in 92 detail, then 96 would be first. Or candidate be away in the piano, you can wrestle power against anyone and win elections if you have the right materials and you print the right message.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at Adubuanya, the A Yana say, Adubuanya in 1996, he was contested by J.A. Kufuor, Henry, your friend say J.H. Mensam and other people.
Dr.
Selbimo and J.A. Kufuor won the election.
Yeah.
Let's understand this. If it is by this, I almost say Anna Bamud Bamia the pictures Bubo Babia in 1992. The new Patriotic Party omu posted the Bubo Group. Adubuanya was more visible than J.A. Kufuor. And I don't know because by that analogy understand it. So stand here. Because of a political ballot paper, the NPP automatically will do posters.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have to sell the man.
Yeah.
Or may a t-shirt, or may a caps, or may a handkerchief in this animal. Then I want to ask them, if by that analogy, why did they repeat the same candidate? Because in the face, familiar to other Ghanaians.
But even males who males who na sana ke o say kata males ya wuntinu ni posters ho liquid access sound.
Wo dey kwade and am say, wo dey let's even take it at your more can. Say I Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nanim wo ho dada na am say. Adubuahi na nanim wo ho dada. In 1992 because if you look at post now, I notice of Puna he was part.
Yeah.
He was a NPP flag bearer and presidential candidate. Near your posters na nanim now. Still the NPP people they take decisions and concrete decisions for the party. One for internal elections in Sudan decided to opt for J.A. Kufuor.
Yeah.
Agreed. There be no man for Dubai and can't man for say yes and for Dubai because you only problem be no.
And the posters or
the handkerchief for the California also we shall allow him to go.
Yeah.
But the NPP have to change their hand and make sure that they went for J.A. Kufuor. Eventually J.A. Kufuor in 1996 was able to appreciate his vote.
Or ascend it.
Thank you. Now, if you look at that analogy, if you look at another Danko Akufo-Addo, I look at them then I laugh. Nana Danko Akufo, they should go and check the performance rate of Akufo-Addo in the 2008 elections.
Yeah.
If you look at Akufo, the second round, he lost by just 30,000. And one of my catches security and breaking it to baby J. Kufuor, who was the president, couldn't go to time to do campaign. In 2008, you had
yeah.
Say yes, you told me first round, second round, time have to make the decision. And that time, J.J. Rawlings, and then they end this in painful. They knew that if you look at the number of parliamentarians, it is easy for them to capture power and they want power.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at Akufo-Addo, the 2012 election, whereby even in terms of percentage, a retrogressing, amount for what you said that kind of election wasn't a free.
It was a stolen verdict, just like 92.
And amount for what you say, if you listen to the bench at that time and the ruling timing, and if you look at Obiano more the buyer. Was it 5-4?
5-4.
5-4.
If Akufo-Addo litigant or else for review,
correct.
Yes. A bit more 10.
But that Akufo-Addo statement that he made, so what to because of Segana Benyas, that day he won the elections to the Jubilee House.
Yeah, in 2016.
Because of be first, the target is out. Or Munipa or that day, that statement, in the 24, said he didn't 24 or one, but that statement that he made pushed him to the Jubilee House. Now, Akufo-Addo went on 3 consecutive periods. 3 times in Okoye. Now, if you look at 2016, it got to a point Ghanaians decided to give Akufo-Addo a sympathy vote.
Yeah.
Because not change my account for Akufo-Addo. Any bra what bre, any the type of communication MPP for ya. Akufo-Addo say more money opportunity. Thank you. And Akufo-Addo won the elections for the New Patriotic Party. Now, let me tell you this. In the Fourth Republic, breaking 80 that. You can do all the bigger projects, you can do everything. But how you conduct yourself, your demeanor and posture and attitude. And if you are not extremely careful, Ghanaians here, it depends on how you do with your issue. Now, if you look at Akufo-Addo, there was a total division in the party.
Yeah.
Alan
fashion.
Then already Akufo-Addo fashion. Now it got to a point. Alan Kwadwo Chairman have to resign from the new party. So it tells us that things were not in order for the NPP. And that time the NPP no more campaign and they were going down. No more modern campaign. As a Philip Abel, beach, no more born. No.
Go high.
The person who introduced room to room and door to door grassroots campaign was John Evans Atanas. What sound them no bop no room? And the MPP for some more campaign, I'm saying, oh, Miss yesterday, or your room to room here, and your ban was near you, almost 2 hours, you know, numbers are winning about. John Mama takes over, Akufo-Addo comes takes over. But if you look at the New Patriotic Party, they won the election in 2016. Why? Because the face of Akufo-Addo was familiar, and 2, he was a politician. Akufo-Addo, the film crab brim, and a politics, we had a boost when the politics now, you know, he was very strategic and very smart. Me say, very strategic and very smart. And eventually he won the elections. If you look at the New Patriotic Party, ahead of the 2024 elections, they didn't listen to Ghanaians. That's easy. Me say, Obi a wouldn't be take emotions and sentiments out. Mentibida. See a society, a group, intellectuals and elites, technocrats, technical people can say, so we have given our support to one person. Mentibida. Now, if you look at the NPP internal primaries of Mukoya, now you're a host of people are not more pray. But Nipa Bakwana, people have a certain kind of confidence within, faith within, is the man called Kennedy Agyapong.
Grassroots.
Oh, last
a Jum former, Taylor for Obia second Agyapong. Even lecturers, second Agyapong. Doctors second Agyapong. A section of the party said, yeah, hijack party.
I listened to one doctor from the Confanochi Teaching Hospital. Me tell what Kesman TV. What's me? I don't do politics, but I have a reason why I'm talking for this particular man. Sadano na sa cancer machine motor man. Now listen to do who today and some of our paneka. What say? Obanasa doctors for Nishanes Yedim Koma. We ask ourselves that this man doesn't hail from the Ashanti region. This man and Yahanudini MP. But by Musa man for war problems, you know. He felt the pains of the ordinary Ghanaian, and when Musa baby Yankupa President did not do no, and so to me Bonipa, he did it. Now I also listened to another lecture. I'll compare more Tamale or what say? If you go to Tamale Teaching Hospital near Doom Lighter, they don't have any plan to work. Let's not forget. Open Kofu did do a Bemonia positions I can see. Majority of them are nordness. I don't want to do tribalism.
Haruna Idrisu, John Dramani Mahama, Dr. Baumia, Abruzeri, Niti Wood, Samuel Bujina.
Me say
a whole lot.
Me say Open Kofu did that. Ghana politics more. Nordness, you can never underestimate them. Where? John Dramani Mama, with the president. Mahmoud Bamia, the vice president. Ali Muhammad, the vice president.
Mama also the vice president.
Mama said the vice president.
And Buzeri, interior minister.
Thank you.
Anita Wood, defense.
Or the interior minister 7 years and months. Interior minister 8 years. Another. Go and look at portfolios. I can say they are not necessary. Or Mudi or your mama by me.
Namusora was a Ghana Sisimu.
Lasisi. Or more. Obian what me told. A plant this year, a Tamale Teaching Hospital. And you see, any hospital be a teaching hospital is a referral hospital. Their cases, any cases are so how they deal with it. Today be American, Mr. Confanochi Teaching Hospital. It serves about 8 regions. And it's a Kennedy to me Tom machine, Eddie Kosua. He's thinking about 8 regions. I'm on phone him, Lasisi. Savannah for Baha, referral cases. Bono East, Bono region, Western, Western North, part of Central,
Eastern.
So almost, yes, and to almost 9 regions.
Yes.
Confirm not teaching hospital. Yes, so be banners of a machine is not a machine break here. Just will beat me that one 2 weeks. Or be on Yari Babeda Hospital. No, I not sent that one and Tontomoweno. Are you trying to be fair?
No.
We are not being fair to the person. The man comes for a funeral. He's been invited by a friend. He get there emotionally. Or some yard mama.
Yeah.
And you get them coming on board. Yeah, but I said lectures be our year friends Legon. I'm saying we are giving Ken our support. Yeah. This was the cry of the people. Yes, you are lawyers, you are technocrats for no. You do to create your own school. You do to own school. But Nippon own school only rich ideas now is able to create employment for over 8,000 people. Just want to make a show no. Nippon who rich ideas no have not also created any employment.
Franco, the old man who say, and yet they be in a school. Because share Aquatia. The only time a candidate any more than 60%.
Yes.
I must
say votes difference between Omone NDC was 5,252.
Yes.
In the history of the Fourth Republic, the we need be a close 1,000, be 500, be 291. But I must say, or a core, a mere hairdresser was able to win the elections, not just win it, win it overwhelmingly. And we do, baby, no. Ghana 4 wasn't looking at technocrats. No more patriotical people. They need pragmatic people. And the NPP was lucky to have one person in this particular portfolio.
Frankly, why would a school for or more school doctors won't go on PhD? Because I say, yeah, 2 Dr. Baumia on also work school.
Yes.
A cinche. Yes. Near best support to Ubi a Sabi. And got the
uncle school will be in you. Maybe I'm a castle back, which I say. Me, but be my broom, my brabum. Sometimes I can agree or disagree with Ken.
Yeah.
Whether he's my political father or not. Issues be happening by Yadin. I will criticize him constructively. But by be a Tibiano, can they compare when it comes to my success rate in life? Will play about 60 to 70%. Okay. Last easy. Me had more bank.
Yeah.
And a bank in a collapse. And a mitifi.
Yeah.
Now mitifi, you know. Can they compare Japan sets up a radio station? Now, Kenya Compre Japan is able to identify the potentials in me. Tio, Kumasi, now me check here. Yes, Kumasi population, Kumasi metropolitan, 3,952,105.
Yeah.
Now they are making a projection, say, by 2027, 2028, it will go around 4.3 million people.
Yeah.
Now Kennedy is able to surpass all these 3 million people, comes to Bumi East, and sees that there's a certain kind of potential in someone. After listening to this young guy, I feel and think that them give me an opportunity. Like he said, me no me full playing too quiet.
Yeah.
We are able to meet big men in government.
Did you not can say? And yes, be a Yankopon part of but we here ubia.
You need the destiny connector. You need someone who will identify the kind of potentials in you. Whereby the potential is hidden, as Shadia say, he unveil the potential for you.
So, frankly, in this case, you know, MPP delegates grassroots for destiny connector.
And they can't compare Japan. Another
why?
Oh, let's see, maybe. Any. Say, ne Canada compare Japan forward you may. Oh, you're a
yeah.
And you are the breadwinner of the family.
Yeah.
And to Solano Panas Kennedy to your car indirectly will train you for car.
Yeah.
And to man and where you're not fair, say, and can go back boy your mind or be a quack and robbery cases, you know, what so. Ghana for you, do you know one thing? Ghana, we are sitting on a time bomb and it's extremely dangerous, but we don't know. If unemployment rate is 14.7, let's see, they make action 14.7. You say 2 million Ghanaians a bit do once a day. Let's see, once a day. If you have someone who is able to give you employment, and whereby the unemployment rate and burden will reduce, and you'll be about to some brothers who will look up for.
I said you'll be on my Jumai.
And me say, Kedia compare what Japan is giving me life. Obi me friend, oh Franco, me a big man. I belong to this particular camp. Me so Abisham or Lancaster. No my catch was say, "Niente me man say prevention is better than cure." Eh be me baba be share, ni pardon to say watch. Come na, you did come na, je 300,000 na fatu nsuo no. Eh be that they have a pressing need. Eh say me ya dey bi. Eh be me kwa jiska no chena. Franco, eh so ka say me bi dabi. Me say me papa Kofi Ado kama kan say Kofi. If you want to paddle yourself into politics, I'll have issues with you. I'll praise you, I'll criticize you. Well, Ghana need be a wood team be at the same way as now, if you look at the new patriotic party, now they need someone who is very pragmatic to help them. asa
and baby enya between me na me edika de me akọ
what brofo chi Akufo-Addo
Debbie
o ka brofo kra ne ente Akufo-Addo o ka brofo ye ente no man for bom sam sra papa what brofo the ending part of Akufo-Addo was abysmal me boa won kan jam say me boa the ending part of Akufo-Addo it was abysmal. We don't need people who can speak fine English. Like we need people who can solve the ordinary Ghanaian's problem for him. The person who can do the magic and change the economy. The person who can tell Ghanaians, say, you can also do it. Remember, I listened to a certain kind of video from Kennedy Agyapong. So now you say, "Okay, top bottle fan bios again." Or quite not Ghana for to all more year, and he felt within his veins, it's what me boss uncle for.
Not Ghana for me year, you more 345, and India for the 15.
Thank you. That's easy. Okohono, Oshe Ghana for ne tuona, Nera Hodia mom.
Yeah.
This man is too compassionate. That's easy. Too compassionate. Where my main cancer, but be a Ghana Eldru. Now me catch us the biggest congregation in Ghana is sports betting.
Yeah.
GSM 41.7 million. For 41.7.
41%.
Yes, 0.7%.
Make you 14 point something million.
Mr. Omar Ghana one with bet here 14,970,000. Do you know why? They don't have any job to do. And yeah, sorry. Me no me na nyahwe wa ko ashaf makoya adwuma na waba me boa. Me makasa wa loss and amaba. And me kwa me ba no I don't have that time or luxury to go on my phone. Say bia me kwa akotwa bet. Nipa na woni adwuma ye no. Na be kwa akotwa bet. De toso mienu. Ade we hu be adwe nkoso. Nyame mfa sa de we ma. Whereby there's political instability.
Yeah.
Ntokwasi wo Ghana ho. Ahoya be time. Do you know why? Majority of the youth they are not working.
Yeah.
And to pay 200 Ghana cedis share international money to say gifa kokuma no kwa kokuno.
God empenin say e card you need to man da bia yegura asafo.
Thank you.
Because oni ajapade say me tuwe say bia mabom kiasu bia me bom pa say ma ekunsi.
Thank you.
Bo no to no ekom de no oni adwuma na ekunsi a what does it mean?
Oso uba that one no case onu bibia so aye okay.
Yeah no.
Yes akromfo na yifo be tutu a kan ko be dwane jaw you know.
Yeah.
But if the person is working, you cannot go to the person to convince the person to enter into an illegality. Hey, MPP4. So many abre on. Me say the ball is in their own court. Last season, me ask me that be account. The ball is in their own court.
But Franko, me person you connecting say. Is MPP attractive say we can present any other candidate?
The MPP party is no more attractive. It's no more attractive, and I'm going to explain to you.
Me too.
Madam Homa MPP is the 2024 general elections. The kind of president that they had in Ashanti region. That be as me come say, if you want to build your base, consolidate whereby is a stronghold for you. In the history of the Fourth Republic, NPP formed to about more power when you're 65% in Ashanti region.
Baby.
But for the first time, the NPP gets 65% in Ashanti region, and it's a recipe for disaster for them. They have to lose the elections, and they lost it. Let's see. Same people for brepa. They will not just present any ordinary candidate.
But a candidate with an
winnable candidate. Does the NPP, do they need a flag bearer or they need a president? Nancy a political party, they say. You perceive a political party to capture power. To capture power.
And yes, say be a
there be. Oh, are they friends? Is this social club?
Yeah, social club.
Social club ni yeti. Any me catch us. Oh, yeah, things social club. Hey, yes, I know. Pay ye keep fit. Ye we have a quantum club. Yes, but political parties are meant to capture power and rule.
Frankly, now you can't about the MPP attracting or inattracting. Nancy demonstration. How did you see it?
Oh, media. If you look at Ghana's constitution. Article 21D no essay Ghana ni bia wo ho
na me ka bada attendant ni nipa o mo call
last is media me say now me catch was a party no there's a certain kind of problem within the party where madam who say MP a man for the MPP pa was a quarter by election
for to sense say e kwon sa pa for catch you say you meeting
last is
mo say that video no
me say
akra say o mo say you meeting after o mo dey na masa you we nim the
Saturday me who change media that I said to myself say if the NPP is not careful and there's even a by-election in Swami so by-election in Bantama they will lose. I'm telling you as MPP for na Ghana for boni bion
as we
Ghana for dey chom na yoboya e bi wadwen ko o ya de no mo dey MPP for no MPP for dey yomo no ayi omo ya to a point say as a time as so mo MPP for born e che omo no and so
akwa sa tramo for akwa ba ko say ana isi akwa me kuma second adana foreigner circle kese they didn't even know why they were part of the demonstration.
Na Mustafa Salam be the youth organizer. Ka the papa Mustafa Salam ye. Ye ha MPP party so mun suade. There was one young man. And Obiaka said this young man can do the job.
Yeah, Edward
hope in Pope hope. And also I saw Alan.
Oh Alan.
And so mu din any time Mustafa Salam. Oye ba me akura.
Yeah.
Any enfane mro e du babi hwehuna manfo no man committee and akufaro se manfo we ma and akufaro so abre obi o di so gu papa yi so and akufaro say and ade no make my adwuma no oba tell me one legacy of Salam Mustafa wa bonche obi Salam
akwati akwa nkoto aba say ni constituency na akwati
Salam Mustafa
woni ke jamfo ba nkoto
Salam Mustafa me say me wait Salam Mustafa
me say me demonstrate all the tramo for kai yo for to maybe
me sa video no me hwe
me na wo hwe ba ko bi kai yo for e na o makwase se o mo kan che o mo se o mo do mo ko meeting o mo ko meeting na se no ana fe do o mo do mo chinchini anti one of the bloggers ana obu se o mo se mo ba demonstration e dey no mo ba demonstration ana kwa ba se e dey me mente de o ka no ana o se mo ba demonstration Franko ana ge ba ko se o me fa se ye ko meeting after meeting by ya omo de chinchire nim de omo de chinchire ubusa menti demonstration menti ase
media demonstration to a certain kind of point I agree with them.
Yeah,
I'm not looking at the numbers, but to a certain kind of point I agree with them. If you are issue see me I'm not happy with it. You need to Ghana.
Yeah.
But Mr. Salam Mustafa or by your bedi youth organizer and didn't know to me your timid Mr. Penny Pabakuma. He didn't even understand the voting pattern. 65% of the register no comprises of the youth. The NDC 4-year youth manifesto book. For the first time, I'm to say NDC forecast na John Dramani Mama is addressing the youth. And they invited questions. So if you look at the NDC prior to the 2024 elections, they were having a youth manifesto. I want to ask the NPP, Salam Mustafa, youth organizer for the NPP, he should give me only one blueprint. When man you who take, you better not fear where everyone near so have a demonstration. Whereby your cardinal principle, your primary responsibility is to mobilize the youth. If you look at Encra, free senior high school year, you made from 2017.
Yeah.
MSc 2025. So I want to ask Salam Mustafa. Did he follow the voting party? Did he know the register? Now we yet was say we told test and the BCS. And it tells you, say the NPP, they wasn't serious. Well, as I see, NPP on, but they didn't do me, kabim. So, they lose the 2028 election. They should prepare and sign their mind for 16 years.
Franco, me pass here a video away from Kintampo North Secretary.
And subsequently become the president. 2024 Kintampo North. Mo police station. Mimi call Babato police station. Ye catch him say, assemble my hotanko. Fulani ni betu aba. Na wachi akoto ama NDC. Mi faka eko ho. Mi dani esamba Kintampo. Omo gather boys 100. Mi si mi call no nete ko kita. Fulani ni ka. Fulani ba no jina okoto. Si stop. Mi nim say profo kese ebeti na boa me. Mi si tanko, don't do that. You have no right to vote for anybody. Stop that. Give the power to the Fulani woman to go and vote. After that was so. Hey, Secretary, Hanya Kintampo, Udiabra, you be two sesia. I'm telling you. And I'm saying Udiabra will be them. Police for 5 engine home. They were looking on. Say no Mudina. On one committee. So the party needs its own security in 2028. And the one who can provide the security. Nipa wetina my security ama yetimi akọ 2028 no enyo bi ase Hon Kennedy
That is a friend of Sheikh Dauda Mohammed was say the MPP has to be strategically or say politically unwise or politically suicidal. Say party never presented a fragment from baby only numbers. Was say Amanyo Kuyoko Florida and the UK na there. They be an making sure say candidate is coming from the party.
There be a catch us MPP for a political party being a city to no actually.
Okay.
In the plans of the NPP, they've never ever thought say be an company called the Northern CCR.
Okay.
Ni poor city to no more. John Dramani mama. But we feel
now Okobobo Franko Obama open keep am.
To say Manchester for Babo Omni City. Manchester for say Mourinho say why. No Eche Mourinho I find say Guardiola the 30 say so bo. And even that mama on or sati ade no osumafie no nyom sample because the NPP at that material moment wanted to please people who were not in the NPP but wanted to please Ghanaians and the same your matter no and I have to take them away. Mama say or not dear. And this is for an opportunity to be the president. Na ninu aba me de ene ya. Te we no isu ye no. NPP for de be yem kwase adwuma ni nyina no mu wie a o makwa akofo nipa fofo. E de na ba. Na no kransi. Na NPP for no me ba post HM minister bunsumo. I started say Dabi Mahmoud Bawumia no mo de neba. One, I wanted to ask at that material moment was Mahmoud Bawumia too popular to that point to be the flag bearer presidential candidate of the MPP? And almost 30 years, also could do baby. He was also campaigning on religious and tribal issues. And I mean, I'm going to bring the Northern vote. And I'm Cocotuaba. I'm Tuaba New Year. What did I be? I can't 38.1. But Mugazati and 41%. And I'm to give BA. Now, what are some of Brian Champions worker?
There was it.
Brian Champon say he's a bold leader. Or a bold leader. No. Enquire some more to but no consider defeat about parliamentarians the young can ye.
Hey.
Won't he?
Because I guy no so can say or say.
Guy and
the kind say. You hear lead or say 2024 no.
Yes.
Or call polling states who joining.
Yes.
And a lot of MPP paying for the journey.
Yes.
In going into election 2028, you can the Japan where decides or fearless.
Yes.
And this for soon because election 2028.
May there be a cancer. Nipa ba kwa me penasem so me ba me penasem. But my problem with Ninko for say one, they listen with emotions and sentiment.
Yeah.
So they don't want to listen to the import of the message, but they want to attack your personality.
Yeah.
Mahmoud Bawumia can never be in the army. Mahmoud Bawumia can never be a military person. A captain, a major, is someone who takes a bullet in pains and some marshal his people so we are winning. Me say, a military person, major, captain, a marshal for they take the bullet in pains. In their pain, they will tell their people so we are winning, so we are marching forward.
So what were you expecting Bawumia to do in 2024?
Mahmoud Bawumia wasn't a politician. I'm taking you back to 2016.
Okay.
John Dramani Mama, he knew he has lost the elections. He knew. Because the figures are not urban. The figures was not going to his favor. But he wanted to bring suspense.
Okay.
When he did, Emma so concede defeat. He knew, say, or consider defeat, you can parliamentary elections in young year.
NP before the
yes. So now consider defeat. You give party now one winning an opportunity to intimidate even the security. Me say, ya to abawi MPP pay mu pa. No friends who do feel member. Sa pay mu no likely to even be a president.
Yeah.
And then what did this say ya? Me pia bonten. And I'm share a friend say
I will win in Abanga.
The tundra me mu dinachi na Land Cruiser. Hey, no so Franko. Now I'm saying how coin. Now I want to ask him because I'm saying that you. Franko. I'm more kind of band Dr. Bawumia kwa car so I consider defeat no. So ja for the police for na jaho na akwana me leading no say kura there I'm say malusu aba no. Oh. I'm say what? I say I yes no. Now the Electoral Commission is the only certified body to say so what do so abanase won do so. Meboa.
I say akobe de ni ma de chie
You need time frame. You need time frame bia say you to 14 conduct omo kan abawie. You need bio. You allow them due diligence, ample time, cross checking so we nyina awie. No ma gia tum say abane awie ye no. Shabula season na dim kunwe because any decision that they will make can make and make Ghana.
Yeah.
And LCC. The Electoral Commission in 2016, there was even certain kind of pressure to Charlotte to say, still not war.
Yeah.
John Mama didn't come out. John Mama Babon Timwe, you know. No one will say you can't parliamentary MP before you're 169. I meant this and 130 something, 120 something. That was why he placed a call to Akufo-Addo, congratulating him. Say one now do you know why?
Yeah.
Because Parliament is about government business.
Yes.
Parliament, you know, it's about government. You don't joke with it.
And that is the second after the executive arm. No, you call the legislature. You say about judicial.
Open conform me stop on so politicians.
Yeah.
And it's uncle parliamentarians.
Yeah.
They can take a decision that will affect the executive.
Yeah.
And to Adebia we be extremely careful.
That's how the laws Subano improve.
Thank you.
The bills Subano ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you.
It makes you
to your mama. And I said don't go take a be a film to park.
Yeah.
Channel. You offer. You say so be share by him no share by actually.
That's 2020. No?
20 yes.
That's 2020.
So it tells you say at that time your mama was able to position himself.
Yeah.
And who said there be a same nyabotre. Mahmoud Bawumia is not a politician. People around him is not also helping him. Do you know why? That time Mahmoud Bawumia as early as 9 to 10 a.m. Our bonds in Tiababe consider no. Now if you go to Babi, it is a Ablekumano Fananto Kwesi.
I will win him.
I will win. Patrick Boama hono.
Yes.
Ni ye nwie.
Na
baba sa de class one na win.
Ana ayi hasi. Weja Jerry.
Jerry.
One ka so komo jini.
Me say okwa oboase Easter. Na ntokwasi ho. Okwa Babi te say Buno East ho Babi na ntokwa ho. Buno region. A whole lot of issues. And you know, be make a certain kind of decision. Whereby you think about your selfish interest, it will affect people.
But frankly, say enya MPP nye sikadie ene sebi niema bi na akodi ba bia. Dr. Bowman you be a quarter party in scientific no e man this leverage because one a good party ni matter. Because the early concession no and a lot of our seats ekwa. Can you consider?
You see, at that time, Bishop Mahmoud Bawumia was naive and inexperienced in politics. Sometimes you learn on the job.
But frankly, they all can admit it. Franco, there are certain names. Franco, do you know what power is? What power can do? And who naiveness, who inexperience, across the new patriotic party. Franco, when you go to opposition, coming back to capture power is very difficult. Especially when you don't have more MPs in parliament.
And let's see. The course soon gives me an informed decision. Say the decision by the vice president, the presidential candidate of the NPP, conceding early defeat affected the NPP. Brian Ekabi says, "Yeah, you make a." I may say, this internal primary song, a pay the brutal. And let me advise you guys.
Yes, meet you.
I dare by quiet then say, "Kenya compare Agyapong is not attacking personality."
Oh, that can only show.
Hey, what does I say? Kennedy class on just say, "Oh, me when you see anything I was reading."
Oh, that can mean so.
And you see anything.
Hey,
what just okay there? Can I some meet? Me say, I'm happy he's addressing issues.
Okay.
Even now, some more Western North or Chom do bit me.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at the last elections, primary election, every area was able to identify the needs and the challenges of the people, and he addressed them.
Yeah.
Now I listened to his video. Oh, that's what no bunyagun assume. The Omakafan Wunyawate. I dare me then say he should not give them attention.
Okay.
You guys should not give them attention. You guys should be able to explain issues to them. Now, have you seen that the table is standing?
Okay.
Now, a man from Omogi said, "I can be too radical. Can be to a young Pia Beku, a man for us, say a man for no." Now, the table was standing. And I am also. Now, someone is doing that job for him. And I am also. Obi mom, and you see, Sandy Panas Mokan, and no can I say, you know,
but Franco, in the political parties here per power. Near see and can we get
what our party and canoe crew? One party in the young or canoe crap people have issues with you. They'll go after you. Be do what we do, I mean, but no crab back. Me say, you guys should concentrate. Me, but I also get feedbacks.
Okay.
People also talk to me. La sisi, say pan and buy your campaign. and found a tema man for bedimo, and found in some amount for the car from home. You are able to attack the issue, forgetting about the personality. I tell you, I know some more campaign and more, you know, are connected.
Yeah.
People are buying into it. You guys are selling your product to the ordinary people. The delegates should come and vote for you. The meeting now is positive.
Okay.
Nipa ba kwa me was surprise me. A campaign on me. Menya bianca be could be so can do so on so funny baby. It's my man Kennedy wife no. My goodness. That's easy.
How do I do? Ma'am Christian Agyapong.
Hey! See, a case will be in communication. Obi kasa. Na sem na okano. O chiraw no chiraw asem na sia mo ate asem na sia. Jack, Ken, when you papa, I'm telling you. Obi to me call campaign, you call man microphone come and kasa. You ask more about say no man. Listen to wisdom. Listen to intellectual exercise from the woman. Name some oka. They be need a Christian for see.
A Christian Agyapong.
That's easy. Me say, I can't 1 month I'm about trouble, but be a kid be could be on fan count. The woman knows how to communicate. What tells na small come onye bia on kwaya say me azumi say me dwemi say
Okay.
And look at how she's even able to interact, deal with people, talk to people. Now he has more kafa ni kuno. Was any kun to me chase cars and be born bossia. It tells you about a compassionate person. La sisi
obo oni kuru chase kakra ni buofu.
La sisi obo was ka say itam. Ohun ni ntia so ochi obi. So kom bossia bo na ni pane de mawa. Either say na yere ne ka so won fa mam. And as I need to show you how say majority of men take decisions based on the advice of their wife. The Bema be why ye be an or start year from zero and a can hono. That you are one and a miss some answer. And man don't have more and money power. But look at her. How the woman kind of first was canning some, kind of first was shining some, and the kind of things she is bringing on board. Now she's also preaching the gospel of Kennedy Agyapong to man. The reason why I said marry too many kunu. One ne da sorry. Ne kuna dwini bi ofa bi one na efa. Ne kuna ka chen se Nyankopon ya na so we ni a se no betima ya ma no. This is what I'm looking for. Now me say mo campaign mo ye die. La sisi, se pa na mo be campaign na. Enye. First na me ye doubting Thomas kakra. Na me nyimu ni. Sa ade na enye easy sa. But the kind of response that I'm getting, do you know why? Because if you look at the 2023, it was extremely difficult for people to come out to say they are giving their support to Kennedy Agyapong.
And they don't listen to a Joshua MP.
Lasisi, that young guy, that was why they set him up. I feel Matthias here. Okay, Obi Oha Nyankopon de kasa ache no. Obi Oha kwen Nyankopon afa so da bo ni sika no ma obi. But a babo sembo bit mo dwuma ko peska dia ma. Obiri ni Nyankopon de adom no. Listen to the words of wisdom from the young guy. Lasisi, me say, time I could 31.7. 37.1.
Yeah.
At that time, how many people were able to come out and say, "Oh, I'm support to market"? How many? Ashanti region, MPC Nano Yefiru.
Yeah.
Steka nene nyabri ko by no sro. Kwaku kwati no sro. And paying forward will be brano mudike na chine no musro. But today the table has there. Yeni see you. Yeni MP. Your friend is a ministers, this uncle for me. There be any
Obia.
That me say. And look at how people are coming on board willingly. As some bakwa me tea ya kwa yema sheme. Yes, some cause a Western North force.
Yeah, Western North.
What a craven say.
Swaman.
That
Western North, your MP about of a friend, a caddy. Now,
I listen to him.
Sagan.
What's your compliment?
Franko, Sagan.
Yes.
The life at the second day Japan.
Also, can no credit.
The woman said, Swaman from 92 has been the NDC.
Yes.
Now, or you'll be a nepa panamo, no more, omobi, and I know a develop and do call say enchi wana a Freddy.
Yes.
A dine shops a can see any FM station na any dia. Enti watche a man so be aso. Mene am so take care musa akola to bi na otwi sa aka bi na to kom. Wohwe car ni say Freddy sheka ni mu akora no. The guy is so popular. No say hwe kwan of fast be G seat na. Said the honorable Ken abeje asen no seat na no. And an story no me say honorable Ken there. They could was say honorable Ken o constituency me ma on you one city.
Ono abedie bibia ma.
Ono na bibia.
You see now me say people who are in love with Ken Age and new connected for the age. Now look at how people are coming on board. Approaches.
Yeah.
And we want to near walk as a church in some more.
Now, but Franko here, MPP as a political party, I was a party leadership. We are very careful. Franko, and some message unim say in opposition. In opposition, you get $2 million from approaches at the funding MPP. One and that was sponsored by Umia. You go to a point where not sponsored candidate.
In opposition, when they were in opposition.
$2 million. And you're promising with Cocoa Board. Power by real. I'm a friend, I'm so sorry. Hackman and a quack say board chair for Cocoa Board. And the Hackman say, oh, Nipa, no fat you say boy, man, TSR. Positions in being appointment President Kufuor Edema Baumia bust. And they said, "Okwa started say funded Baumia." The man found called bust. You no call bust near setting up about $1.2 million.
Contaminated food.
And you could see say he was in pain. And we have a lot of all these guys that they also made. Only say they are to Georgia. We say Georgia Agu.
And Georgia hotel said
Agu.
And Georgia they say more pretty.
But Franco, could you imagine say President John Dramani Mahama in opposition, no bar, no that rich condos, and not in power or bar called rich condos.
And so I know that
people will come there, people will activate the place. Now do an MPP in opposition near that Georgia. Your president be a Georgia. You by power. Sabiyan ko da hokrampa. Government agencies.
Yes,
hotels.
It should be mandated to go and sleep.
Yahweh ama Georgia.
Agu, my juma machiwa agu.
And MPP in opposition, can we go to Georgia?
Dabi, and I say, the kind of campaign you guys are doing is on the good path. Bible so whom talk akwa, nyankopon onkubi mau. Now look at how some people are assume they've taken over the fight. Our moko. Lasisi, me say, Debbie and Katemo, you guys should not be complacent. Me, the day I measure tums away ye, Juma ye. And on the 31st of January 2026, about 8 p.m., now they are declaring say Kennedy Agyapong is a flag bearer for the new patriotic. Until that, the being US will convince me say Kennedy Agyapong is winning. Whether the grounds are good for you guys or not, Debbie, the man say, I want to see that the Funuji me that they say you ever buy yes. Oh, now Kennedy Agyapong is a presidential candidate for the new patriotic party.
Okay, Abusa for me chama ho abasisi me ba me next topic the new patriotic party I issue krata e dey ama NS Osubempa me basisi